Welcome to episode 316 of Flight
Football.
Anything Else.
I'm Dave.
And I'm Mike. How you doing, Dave?
Well, it was a pretty good day, but I would say in the last 15 minutes, not worth a bent dick. So,
just one of those days. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit. Hit you with a fat lip.
Oh my God. It's like anything that could go wrong went wrong. The timing the day was one of those days where you have a plan and you think, okay, well, I'm going to get this and I've got time and we'll do this. And then just stuff starts happening and it gets cattywampus. And yeah, so right in the beginning of the music, right when the video started, I'm looking around and my notes are still in the printer upstairs. So as soon as I ask you how you are, you're going to have to carry it a minute. I'm going to jet to the printer on the floor above us at the South Studio.
All right, and before you do that, hit the comment section so I can read anything that comes through, because Chuck's already said, hey, if you're doing a pod tonight, it's not on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, that was before we started, because we, in fairness to him, we were about 8 minutes late.
Oh, yeah. We're late.
But yeah, so your day really did unravel, because at 7:07, almost ready whenever you want to come over. So
well, then
that was at 7:07.
And the camera wouldn't.
You know what? It's probably because they have two. Okay, but now I don't get the reverbation.
And not as bad, but we're not on reverb on here.
So,
I mean, maybe one of the a little early for tax season. I don't get it, Chuck.
Yes, track is always track season is your busy season.
Oh, it says tax.
Yeah, but that's because you always say when you're coaching track.
Yeah,
that is your tax season.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're not supposed to be on reverb.
Well, I don't think that's the reverb right there. I don't know, Chuck. How do we sound? Sound okay?
Maybe a little disoriented.
Very disoriented at this point. But you're ready to go live, and you're going to push the button, and all of a sudden, the computer says, "Oh, this is not working. Oh, allow these. Get into the settings." Okay.
All right, well, run and get your notes.
We'll do.
Yeah. So, how am I doing? I'm doing great.
How are you doing?
I'm going to talk while you go get your notes, and then you do have to get the beer
I do
out.
have to get the beer out,
because I haven't even pre-potted with anything yet.
Okay.
So,
well, I will tell you, the tastings tonight were thought out in respect to, 2 nights of drinking, because tomorrow is New Year's Eve.
Right.
So,
all right.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, that's fine. So, I sent my brother-in-law Henry probably was a 10-second video with the 2024 fantasy football trophy here, the camera here. And I said, hey, Hen, am I going to get another one of these? After all, I am back to back. And then I looked at the video that I sent him, and my eyes are all over the place, looking here, there, and everywhere. And I'm like, after 30 episodes of doing a video podcast, you would think I'd have some idea of where to look when recording myself, but apparently I do not. I think there's somebody else on, Chuck. There's two, but I'm actually I don't even care if nobody's on. I'd be looking at the camera, because I made myself chuckle at the video that I sent Henry, because I'm like looking off and I'm hey, Henry, do I get another one of these? And I'm not even looking at the camera, and I'm like, what an idiot. So, but yeah, so I thought that was funny. So even if nobody was on, Chuck, which we greatly appreciate you being one of the two faithful, but even if nobody was on, I would be practicing my speaking into the camera, just so I don't look like a total buffoon.
All right.
Rip it, David. But otherwise, I'm actually doing fine. Had a good leg workout. Glad I did skip leg extensions, because I thought I had plenty of time. And then even skipping leg extensions, I get home at 7:04, and I'm like, shit, I still got to shower yet.
Yeah.
So.
All
right. So what is our first taste?
All right. The first one. This is class 5, which is the most dangerous class in a river kayaking rafting situation.
Okay.
But it's just a pale ale at 5.5%.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I actually told Grant today, Lifton, I said, hopefully Dave doesn't have a lot of big hitters because I'm actually still somewhat recovering from Crown Royal on Christmas Eve.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, that was
It's not good.
yeah, it was horrible.
It was good,
actually,
but it was
no,
bad.
actually, it wasn't even good. It was horrible.
What?
I'm a complete total fucking idiot.
Why is that? Just because
Yeah,
you just overdid it?
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Understatement. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, don't
when
you
want-
split it with Alex?
Yeah, but 2/5 is probably a bit much to split.
Oh, 2.
I think we finished a second, and Ronnie might have had one, and Nick had 1 or 2.
Okay.
But
Holy shit. You should.
yeah, anytime you wind up with your dog shit on your phone, it's a bad night. So,
yeah, I would say. All right. So, Alaskan Brewing Company, Juneau, Alaska. It's a pale ale, comes in at 5.5% and 35 IBUs. And I know some of you are looking at this or listening to this. If you're listening to it, you're not really thinking anything. But if you're looking at the video, you're like, what in the hell is Dave drinking out of? And this is the Hard Rock Hurricane Piccadilly Circus glass that Mike got me from London.
yes,
Yeah.
correct. And I'm drinking out of the Hard Rock Cafe glass that I got you from Prague.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, by the way.
Well, it's got a nice IPA on the note.
Well, it's a pale ale. It's just not an India
Right,
pale ale.
but that's what I say. It has the notes of one,
and
but
some pretty good
it's
taste.
it's pale ales I find are a little flatter than a normal IPA.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's the flatness in it, but it does
Sure.
have good flavor.
All right. Well, like my hat says, let's go.
Oh, speaking of hats, the Certainteed Santa stopped by and got us.
I almost wore my Certainty. I've got all 3 of them sitting back here. Almost wore that sucker.
That's it. It actually keeps you very warm because I actually wore mine.
Yes.
I actually wore mine walking Ruby today. And as I walked by Steve's house, as I was leaving, I told him, I said, and this is not a Lions hat because it's Lions colors.
It is.
So, but it's Certainty that. And then he also got us each one of these. And I'm finally going to retire my Chicago Bears lunchbox, which has served its time.
Since high school?
You've not that old, but you've actually fixed the zipper twice on it.
Yeah.
With just jimmying it with different hooks and such, so I could actually zip it shut.
Right.
But even then, in the summer, the cold stuff gets warm, and in the winter, the cold stuff freezes. So it's time to retire it. He got us each one of these.
Holy crap.
So thanks again, Rick.
Thank you, Rick.
I asked him if we could do a Certainty plug on because I said, I don't want to get you in trouble with idiots because after all, we were flagged last week.
That was my fault. Oops.
Ironically,
not for your rant or any swearing. It was for me playing that song for 90 seconds.
Is it YouTube who catches that? Or does the person that you played?
YouTube.
All right.
Yeah.
So the Millie Jackson Symphony U for our Fuck You segment must not be long enough. That's what she said.
And I would say maybe the Millie Jackson, either the copyright has gone out or
that's from the 70s.
She hasn't registered, her company or whoever owns the rights hasn't registered it with YouTube.
And the way I read the email that I got, I think if somebody were to go on and try to watch 315, could they do it or no? We just wouldn't get any.
We weren't we couldn't be monetized.
Right, but we're not monetized yet anyway, so I guess no harm, no foul on last week's.
Right.
So,
no, I still want to get us off the
naughty list.
The naughty list, yeah.
All right. Well,
I'll do that at some point when I get around to it.
I don't.
Yeah. What?
Because the email said it wasn't a strike or we weren't on probation or whatever. However, it was worded.
Well, just get to a point where we can be monetized.
All right.
Because we're getting close.
You are an
Last week in our Inside the Rope segment, I thought AEW World's End was this Saturday.
Yeah.
It was last Saturday.
Oh,
So I wasn't able to give my picks.
gotcha.
And I know the millions of viewers and listeners we have out there were looking forward to those picks. Chuck doesn't mind because his make-a-wish is that we do no wrestling, but I apologize for overlooking AEW's World End and not giving my picks. So I apologize to the listeners. So what have you been watching?
First off, I will say I watched a little bit of Housewives. Shelly had it while she was.
Which area? Orange County?
I don't know the first one, but the second one was Utah.
Oh,
and I don't.
That must be way down because I thought that.
I'm looking at this going, you're just watching a show where overly dressed women with too much makeup are just screaming at each other. And she was like, yeah, that's pretty much, it's fun to watch them do this. And so I don't know. I watch it and when I do see little spurts of it from time to time, I make fun of them and I move on. I can't handle that for too long. I don't know why.
But Shelly probably wouldn't watch wrestling for too long either.
Oh, hell no.
So, teach his own.
Well, it's like when Max and I went to watch the next one I'm going to talk about after you get done. We asked, hey, do you want to go to this movie? And she's just hard no. Nope. Not doing that.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Our first thing, I know the diehards out there were probably worried. We last recorded 3:15 on December 23rd. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas, by the way. And I was worried that we weren't going to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. But we were able to pull that in.
Good.
And watch it before
the
Crown Royal fiasco.
That's the gift that keeps on giving, Michael.
Yeah. And actually, I had to rewind to that part because I literally dozed off while he was giving that rant. And I'm like, God damn, that's my favorite part. So I rewound it after it was finished.
Yeah.
I rewound it and I watched it again. And Nick said, would you fall asleep? I said, yeah, just before that part. And it was my favorite part.
I thought your favorite part.
No. Nobody's leaving this good old family Christmas. That rant is because I've had that rant.
Yes.
So,
yeah. I thought your favorite part was Eddie. I couldn't be more surprised if I woke up in the morning and my head was sewn to the carpet.
That's my favorite line.
Okay.
My favorite part is the rant.
Okay.
Clark, the gift that keeps on giving the whole year through.
That it is, Edward.
That it is, Edward. That it is indeed. So, but yeah,
all right.
Absolutely love it. I'm way too many flaws, and I've said it every year on this pod. I wish they would have, when Clark because they have to have the scene about the saucer in the stuff that he puts on it.
Yeah.
They have to have that scene if for no other reason where he's Clark, I can't do that. Every
time she revs up the microwave, I piss my pants.
and then Clark says, you think it really makes a difference, Eddie? So they had to leave that in because that's funny.
Yeah.
But then as soon as he goes and pushes himself in the flame shootout, it should have cut to the next scene. The trip down the hill is it's just
going through everything
it's Yellowstone unrealistic.
Right. But I understand. All right, my turn.
Yes.
So I had to watch Avatar Way of Water to catch up.
Not cry, Chuck. Eyes water. They tear up every time he's sitting there watching it.
Oh.
And then I see his tear.
Yeah.
Because like I told Chuck, because Chuck and I had this conversation.
When you went to Barnes and Noble.
Yeah, and this is I think this is actually our Black Friday. I think we talked about this. And it's just like because Jen and I used to bug my dad to show the old 8mm, 60 whatever the fucking home movies were on. And it was always he would do it, and not that he didn't like seeing them, but it was a pain in the ass because he had to set it up and you had to get the screen.
Get it right. Yeah.
But we always used to like watching it, and it was just so that it hit home. But yeah, so yes, see, and it even gets Chuck.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
And it's just like.
So and I don't know if it was like suggestive or, but as soon as you started talking about, as soon as you turn 50 and, things that wouldn't normally, tear you up or move you in particular are like, it just seems to start, it's happening a little bit. I had a couple of, just in the last week, like, what are you doing?
I think because another one that you would never believe.
My eyes are leaking.
When another one that you wouldn't believe if you watch it. Alf. And you're thinking, Alf, where would you cry in Alf?
Yeah.
When James Caan tells the boss of the company, hey, don't talk to my kid that way.
Oh.
And then, he's looking at his kid and his kid gets his look. And I'm even getting goosebumps right now because it's like, that's what you do.
Oh yeah.
Up yours.
Yeah.
Come on, let's go. And he takes his kid and it's like,
that's what you need to do.
Exactly. And that gets, not like a, no, not a boo-hoo cry, but just like
but it's kind of like a fuck, like a fuck yeah moment.
Yeah. So, all right. What else?
So that was in preparation for Max and I to go see Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Okay.
That's the third installment that's out right now.
Oh, that's the third one.
Yeah. So there was Avatar.
And that was the most highest grossing movie ever, right?
The second one.
Oh, the second one was.
Well, maybe it was the first one.
What's the second one called?
We'll get there. Way of Water.
I haven't seen any of them.
So in the first
one, I went
and
saw the Blue Man Group instead.
Similar but different. Yeah. No, so it was Avatar was the first one. Maybe it had a Avatar whatever, Pandora.
So you guys went to the movies to see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah. You gotta something like that. You gotta when it's all basically 100%.
Which one? Where was that? Just the one
here? Imagine. So, 3 hours and 17 minutes.
Max, holy shit, that's a long
Max
movie.
Tapped me on the shoulder. He's, makes this movement right here. And so I pulled back my sleeve and I looked because we were both kind of moving in our seat a little bit. I looked at, holy shit, we got an hour and 15 minutes left for this sucker.
Yeah, so, that's too long.
And so I will.
And nobody's ever said that to me.
So there you go. And it's a sci-fi adventure, 3-hour sci-fi adventure. So you're going to get a few salty scenes in there. So it's still worth it. I'm glad we went, glad we spent the money and the time. It is a good movie and we'll get to more of it later.
All right.
Yeah.
But that is the one with it's animated, right? Or
yeah, CGI, AI, CGI.
It's the blue people, the blue.
Yeah, correct.
All right.
Yeah. And I ran into some Swan Valley people when I was going into the theater, and they said, "Oh,
Did you say excuse me?"
So I said,
"I can't do too many rim shots in the first segment."
No. So they asked, "Are you going to see the 3D?" And I said, "No, I don't. Usually the 3D, it's too blurry. I don't like it." They said, "Oh, this is not." And so I looked it up. And so the frame rate that they filmed this in is twice the frame rate, I think, than a normal 3D movie is. So the 3D actually put on the glasses, and I guess it looks very similar to without the glasses. You just get the 3D effects coming at your face.
So you guys didn't.
We did not.
How much more is the 3D? Probably $1.50.
I didn't. Yes, I didn't look.
All right.
Yeah. But yeah, and it's Disney, and I would say there were times where I was just like, "Geez, I'm looking around the theater for kids because of the violence was gratuitous, and the swearing."
Well, it's rated PG-13.
It is PG-13, but even Max on our way out was tapping me on the shoulder and pointed, and there's a kid maybe 7 to 10 years old, depending on how tall, and he's just like, my God,
Yeah, it's always awkward when you see like a 15-year-old at behind the green door. It's just like, what? How'd this happen?
Shelly and I went to go see George Carlin at Soaring Eagle. And you know how George Carlin with his, how many words you can't say on. And when we were walking out of there, we saw two we're assuming parents with kids. I mean, we're pretty good judges of how old kids are based on, definitely sixth grader or below,
Right.
with just the fuck this, fuck that, fuck blah, 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 blah.
They must not have got a babysitter because there's no way the kid could have been a fan of George Carlin.
Nah, no
He
way.
wouldn't have
No
understood
way.
the material.
No way.
So
Hey, we're going to a concert, kid. Let's go.
Anything
else?
Yeah, the only other thing I watched, and I got through it today, was season 1, 8 episodes on Netflix. Brockmire. It's a 2017 series, and now I finally get, over the years, when Troy Aikman and Joe Buck talk about Brockmire, because there's always somebody making like Troy will bust Joe's balls about Brockmire, and I'm like, and then they both get a good laugh out of it, and I kind of like chuckle along with them.
Yeah.
And
like, what's that?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. But so Brockmire is starring Hank Azaria, who gets his fame from
another stump Dave. I'm gonna fail.
Chuck. If you're still out there, Hank Azaria, talk to me. 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, anyway, he is Chief Wiggum. And I think maybe Ned Flanders, but like 150 voices in The Simpsons. So, but he's the lead.
Yeah.
In it, and he's a sportscaster, a TV sportscaster, and he actually loses his job because he snaps on air because he walked in on his wife doing in the middle of a bukkake. Actually, not that. What the bukkake wasn't what made him laugh. She had a strap on with his neighbor, and he described that on air, and everybody's listening. Like, what does he tell you? Chuck got it. The Simpsons. He got So obviously he loses his job. Blah blah blah. But over the course of the 8 episodes, Joe Buck and other like Kenny Mayne, Joe Buck. And there's a couple other real announcers, and they kind of bust his balls. And everything. So basically, what I see this being is, and it ended in 21 because it was 4 seasons, 8 episodes each, and it looks like it's basically Major League at the minor league level for 32 episodes of 20 minutes apiece. Rather than one, 3.
Now that you're just, I almost think I remember seeing that the ads and the trailers for this,
and it's raunchy juvenile humor. So therefore, it's right up my alley. So it's good. Yeah. So therefore, it's right up my alley.
There you go.
So
cool. All right, music.
And so you didn't watch anything else?
That's it.
All right.
You got something else?
Yes. No, not that we watch. No, but I have music.
Okay, go. Because I don't.
All right, my something old. The Who Sell Out extended edition. Guess who that was by, Dave?
Would that be the Who?
Yes, you win.
Yes.
That was released. Math guy here, 33 and 25. That was released nearly 58 years ago to the day, December 15th, 1967. 23 songs, 1 hour, 11 minutes. And the only thing that saved it, I got to look it up because I've already forgot the name. Oh, I know it. 23 songs, 1 hour and 11 minutes. And the only reason this is the 3rd worst album that I've listened to since doing something old, something new, behind the absolute worst was the Cheap Trick new one.
Oh yeah.
And then the I can't forget. I'll think of it in a minute. But anyway, the only thing that put this ahead of that is I'd never even heard. I don't consider myself a huge Who fan anyway.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Eric. We were 10 minutes late anyway.
Yeah.
So you're not as late as you think you are. that of the 23 songs, no shit, I had never heard 22 of them.
Oh, wow.
I don't consider myself a Who fan anyway, but what saved it and put it the third worst album I've listened to since doing this segment was I Can See for Miles. I can see for miles and that's the one song that I've heard of.
Yep.
And I actually like that song. So that song saved this album. Although they do give my employer a number of shout outs.
Oh,
which I think that's where they get the title, The Who Sell Out, because they do mention products in this album.
To corporate America.
Yes. So, but, and the reason you might say, well, why did you fucking pick that?
Yeah. Why did you pick that, Mike?
I didn't have a something old going into today. And I said, you know what? I can't, the listeners are going to think I'm just not trying anymore. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. I did ask Eric for a number and he either didn't see the text or he said, fuck you, I'm not going to be a part of it. But my traditional list is the top 100 rock albums of all time.
Yeah.
But I said, when Eric didn't send me a number, I said, you know what? I'm going to the top 500. The Rolling Stone top 500 albums of all time. So there was some danger there because it wasn't rock albums. It's the top 500 albums of all time. And I chose number 316. Why?
Because
come on.
It's episode 316.
Thank you. I was going to say, if you get this wrong, I'm fucking slapping you. Which would have been good video.
It would have been great video.
But anyway, yeah. Because
people would have shared that.
316. Geez. I wonder, the Who must have more in from 1 to 315 because they're known as one of the best bands
of all time.
And this album sucked.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
that's
too bad.
And you said you didn't have something new?
Between hosting, over Christmas Eve and Christmas, and I don't know. I've totally blanked out on listening to anything but my normal playlist.
All right, my something new. Let There Be Shred from Megadeth. Released December 19th, 2025. Now, put an asterisk by the title because Let There Be Shred is the name of one of the 3 songs that they released on December 19th. 3 songs, 11 minutes. And the new album, Megadeth, the new album, will be released January 23rd, 2026. And Let There Be Shred and 2 other songs were released on the 19th. And for not being a Megadeth fan, the only Megadeth song that I like, and Eric may know, I was at work too busy with the Ric Flair videos. Woo! But like I said, no apologies needed, Eric. You're here now, and that's all that counts. And like I said, we were scheduled 7:30 to 9, and I think we started at 7:40 due to technical difficulties. But anyway, Eric might be able to give me the title of this. The only Megadeth song that I actually really like is Hello Me, It's Me Again.
Yeah.
That's the only Megadeth song that I really like.
Yeah.
But these 3 songs aren't bad. So there's that.
All right.
You want to go inside the ropes?
Let's go inside. Yeah, do that.
All right. Back to Corrections Corner. So World's End. I'm not going to give you every match, but I'm going to just show you some of the problems with AEW booking, in my opinion. All right, AKA poor preparation. No, Dave was ready until he wasn't.
Yeah.
But I'll take some of the heat because I got over here on time. So, all right. So in the Continental Classic, you had the semifinals and the finals.
Yeah.
Because see, I need to say this when I'm drunk. Because Kazuchika Okada, the Rainmaker,
right,
versus Take a Shit, our friend Take a Shit that Cornette calls him. But the Rainmaker won that.
Okay. Oh.
Takeshita should have won. Takeshita is one of the best wrestlers in AEW.
Right.
He loses to the Rainmaker. The other semifinal, Jon Moxley beats Kyle Fletcher. As I said over and over again, Kyle Fletcher is the best wrestler, most WWE ready in this company, and that includes Maxwell Jacob Friedman, but Moxley beat him, of course. So then in the Continental Classic Championship, the best tournament wrestler in the world, Kazuchika Okada, aka the Rainmaker, loses to Jon Moxley after Jon Moxley had lost like 4 straight matches in a row to Kyle O'Reilly. Unbelievable how the 2 best wrestlers lose in the semifinals and don't even face off in the finals. MJF did win the 4-way over Samoa Joe, Swerve, and Adam Page. And then Chris Statlander retained her title over Jamie Hayter.
Yeah, I don't like haters anyway.
No, I don't either. But Statlander is my favorite on that female on that roster.
Gotcha.
So now WWE, the December 29th Raw, you gotta at least watch the first 15 minutes because, in my opinion, Braun Breaker and CM Punk do an awesome promo to hype their fight, which is on the next Raw, January 5th, which is like the 1-year anniversary that Raw has been on Netflix. So I think next week will be a pretty big Raw, and I may actually watch that live, because I normally don't watch it live. I watch it later because they shave out some of the bullshit.
Sure.
But I'm really looking forward to this match because Braun Breaker is a star, and they're letting him go, and it's good.
Good.
And finally, I think I figured out what they're finally doing with Rhea Ripley. Netflix is big in Asia.
Right.
So they're putting their biggest star with Io Sky against the Kabuki Warriors.
Yep.
3 Asian wrestlers.
Correct.
Because they got to bring the Asian wrestlers to cater to a massive audience in Asia. When you've spent $5 billion on a product, you've got to try to sell. So I still don't like what they're doing with her. They've taken the top talent and put her mid-card, but that's what I came up with. If that's what they're doing, I'll kind of give them a pass. But
sure. Yeah.
My attention is shifted.
And you alluded to that before.
Yeah, but now that's all she does. All she is with Io Sky.
Right.
So,
yeah, correct. All right. That's Inside the Ropes. Gonna rate this?
Yes, we are.
All right. I don't know if I rate it whether, hey, I like this or not, or, how it stacks up against all the other beers, regardless of style, or if I rate it as a pale ale against all other pale ales and what it's supposed to be. Because that's a completely different rating. I'll go 3 point. I'll meet it somewhere in between. I'll go 3.45. If you're just doing pale ales and you're a pale ale aficionado, it probably should be a higher rating.
All right.
But in terms of all the other, you've got a Yingling Hershey's, chocolate porter. If I'm stacking it up against that, I'll take the chocolate porter.
Yeah,
every day.
That's like apples to rocks.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But as far as rating it as my favorite, but this is good. This is a really good pale ale.
We're on the same lines. We just came up with different scores. It might be because I haven't had anything to drink prior to that.
Right.
And we abuse the phrase lawn mowing beer, but
not in a while.
Yeah.
Because we're not mowing our lawn.
Exactly. So I think this is one that you could just sit back and pound as you went front yard, side yard, backyard.
And it almost has IPA
You're right.
flavor. Right.
But it didn't have a lot of flavor. Wasn't bad, but I have to keep it. I'm rating it on the beer that is like knocking my socks off regardless of category. I went 2.99.
Okay.
I didn't think it was bad, but I didn't think it was 3 worthy.
All right. So Untapped.
Which one tasted like crushed aspirin, Chuck? The one we drank, or did you have this one before?
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine that the Yingling chocolate porter tastes like crushed aspirin. Maybe it was this one. We'll find out here in a second.
It may be a joke that I meant. Oh, the Alaska Pale Ale.
Oh,
all right.
Huh. All righty.
I didn't get that taste, but hey, what What
was that? I sent you that. It was a TikTok or Instagram that one kid says, "Hey, I got this IPA.
The tree bark.
Yeah, it tastes like mosquito repellent."
Chuck had this on the cruise. Look at that.
Nice. All right, and I got my phone out.
I didn't know they had good beer selections like that on a cruise.
Yeah. All right, we've got 1.3 thousand check-ins, and those 1.3 thousand check-ins came in at an average of 3.67. A lot of aspirin lovers.
Yeah, it's a bit aggressive. Like I said, I was probably too harsh with the rating, but I mean, a 2.99. I mean, I'd probably, like I said, I think I'd rate Bud, Miller Lite, and the Elk.
Yeah.
220, 225.
All right.
At the Colts game. Yeah, we'll talk about that in sports.
All right, let's do that.
All right. What's our second taste?
I'll get the next one out. And Rick, I gotta get a different Certainteed hat. I got sweat dripping down.
It kept my head warm today. That's for sure. I don't typically wear hats indoors though, so you reap what you sow. There's another Certainteed. He's still representing. With each and every video that we do on YouTube, I realize more and more, Dave, that I have a face for radio.
Yeah. We probably both do, Michael.
Fuck it.
Yeah. All right. Now, you'll notice a little trend here. Second one, we've got Alaskan Brewing. This is Icy Bay IPA. This is an India Pale Ale, obviously, IPA. 6.2% alcohol and 65 IBUs.
All right. So let's see. Was that the Alaskan cruise, Chuck? I think you guys have done an Alaskan cruise, haven't you? I've had a couple of mediocre pours here to close out the
my pour sucks.
2025 podcast season.
But I got a little nervous because I forgot the inside of this glass you got me from was this from Lisbon?
Yes, the Alaskan cruise. Well, I see why that was on there. It's an Alaskan beer. By name, obviously. Oh, it is from Juneau, Alaska, though. So I guess it's now. Wouldn't it have been nice if Al Juneau, the former Washington Capitol, was born in Juneau, Alaska?
That'd be fun.
Classic IPA notes. Cheers. Oh, there's the 65 IBUs popped up. Woo. Now, my one ask for 2026, as we continue to do this pod, and my OCD, I wish there was a way I could look at the comment section and then not look at the number of viewers.
Right.
But it just sticks out like it's a car crash. You know, I don't want to look. I don't want to see anybody decapitated. And the first thing you do is turn your head.
Right.
They're called rubberneckers. So I would like, my ask is, so when we're on a good night, list viewers, when 2 or 3 leave, I would like the 2 or 3 that leave to get us down to number. I would like the people that leave to say, this absolutely blows goat dick. Okay, well, at least I know why you laugh.
Right.
Hey, the pitcher keeps freezing. You guys are total idiots. All right. There's another one we lost, Dave.
Yeah.
Don't just leave.
Give us some feedback.
Yeah, you fucking suck.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
It actually, heightens the There was 300 waiting.
God damn it. Damn it. All right. Well, live and learn, right, Chuck?
Yeah.
So since when does Riverside able to do that?
I just learned how to do it tonight.
All right.
Yep.
Well, there you see. That's why we're 8 minutes late. We can post the things. All right. God damn it, we would have had our biggest viewing audience left and we were late. Son of a nutcracker. There we go.
I'll go first, Mike, because I know you have this question is burning question.
Yes.
That you just can't. Yes, there was a TGL match on during Christmas week, December 28th.
I think I saw the advertisement for that.
Yeah. And I was scanning through the channels looking for a football game, and I'm like,
Rory was on, right?
Yeah.
Scheffler?
What it was the Atlanta Drive and the New York Golf Club, the two teams that played each other for the championship.
Okay.
They just had a little rematch to blow open the season and, get everybody prepped for a new season 2 of TGL.
Season game, or was it just a friendly?
I don't that's a good question. I think it was there had to be something on the table for it. I don't know what. But Atlanta won with a walk-off eagle. Billy Horschel drain an eagle putt. Hey. But yeah, so looking forward to a little bit of golf during the doldrums of February. When there's a lot of basketball on, but sometimes you need something a little different.
Hockey.
Yeah.
That's when I'll start watching hockey.
That and curling.
Well, the Olympics.
Yeah.
I do. That was fun to watch because I started learning some of the rules of curling.
Yeah.
Because it was fun to watch in the Olympics.
Yeah. So one of our loyal listeners, Marcus, I saw him at Dick's Sporting Goods. He's a soccer coach out at Frankenmuth. And he said he would help us out. He would come on the show here when FIFA starts up and kind of give us a, who should we be watching, or I don't know. Are they going to place any? Is there betting on FIFA? I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I don't even know any Americans, or if the Americans have a shot at it. If the Americans
they're in it.
Yeah. So
they're in a favorable group.
Okay.
So they should get out of group play.
Sure.
Based on the Yahoo emails that I receive daily.
But we kind of got a soccer expert.
All right.
Football that will he'd be more than willing to help us out.
All right.
Just for one segment. But yeah, TGL is coming up. College basketball, the only thing to talk about is the rankings are still the same. And the U of M
Houston's
MSU
won.
And last time I saw Arizona still won.
Arizona, that's what I meant.
Yeah, Arizona, U of M, and then MSU is still number 9.
All right.
Yeah.
And that game, the first time they meet, you said is late January.
January 30th.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
NHL, the Kane watch finally played Sunday the 28th. No points, so he's still 8 away from Mike Madonna's American-born record. So he should get that just before, just after the Olympic break.
Yeah.
So
for sure. And that'll be good.
NCAA football?
Yes.
What?
Do you want to know your record?
Yes.
So if you've been listening, folks, we picked all the way up and we picked tonight's game as well. And Tennessee, Illinois game is probably about over right now. I don't know if you want to check your phone. The USC TCU game starts at 9 p.m., right about the time that we will almost be cutting out of here, but not including the Tennessee, Illinois game.
Yes.
Unless you can come up with it quickly.
I am.
Now, the college football hater that you are.
8 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Illinois is up 24-21 with the ball, and I think I picked Tennessee in that game.
You did.
Okay.
Tennessee minus 2.5.
All right, so I'm in trouble there.
But Mr. I hate college football, and this is why I hate 19-5.
See, and there is another.
19-5.
That goes to show you, it proves that I overthink things too much with my which we'll get to our season total NFL picks, which are fucking absolutely horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't follow college, so it's just like team A or team B, yeah, A, C or D, D, E or F, E.
I like their mascot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or just yes, that one, yes, that one, yes, that one. No thinking, no that. Like Yogi Berra once said, it's better to be lucky than good.
I'm 14-10. So you got me by quite a few.
All right.
Yeah.
But we have the big 4 coming up.
We do.
1 tomorrow and 3 on New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there might be other bowls, but tonight we're just going to cover
nobody's given Miami a snowball's chance in hell of winning that game.
Now they're getting 9.5.
Okay, against the spread,
they might be worth the points. They're not going to win that game. They don't score enough points,
right?
So,
but with
Miami
against the spread,
it's at Ohio State. Miami at Ohio State minus 9.5. 24-10 Ohio State. Give me Ohio State lay the lumber.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not a hedge bet because the U is my college football team in name only. I don't even sweat when they lose.
Right.
But if I had a college football team, it's Miami.
Understood.
But they're just not going to score enough points.
Well, my team's MSU, and they're going to be sitting watching the game just like me.
24-10 is going to be the final. So give me Ohio State minus 9.5. Then we go to, and that's the 10 versus the 3 matchup. Then we go to New Year's Day. And by the way, that's the Cotton Bowl.
10 versus 2, isn't it?
Is Ohio State 2 and Georgia 3?
Yep.
All right. So, all right. So Ohio State's 2, Georgia's 3. All right. So Miami 10, Ohio State 2. I'm taking Ohio State laying the 9.5 in the Cotton Bowl. New Year's Day, the first game is the Orange Bowl. Number 5, Oregon at number 4, Texas Tech. Texas Tech at home is getting 2.5 points, which is kooky talk to me, but I'm still taking Oregon and laying it.
I'll go Texas Tech.
All right. So, who are you taking, Ohio State?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right. So I'm going to put Mike MD over Ohio State. Oregon, I'm going M. Texas Tech, I'm going D. And then that's the Orange Bowl. And then in the Rose Bowl, we have number 9, Alabama at number 1, Indiana. The Hoosiers are laying 7 points. Who are you taking, Dave?
You want to ride the Indiana train? You want to Indiana's giving them how many?
7. A tutty.
Wow.
At Indiana. Because these are all home games, right?
I understand, but it's
I was asking. They are home games, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's odd that the Rose Bowl is going to be played at the Shoe in Columbus, Ohio. Because that's typically a game played in Pasadena, California.
I don't know how they're going to get the floats in and out of there. But I can't. It's you can't to say Alabama's going to lose a high profile bowl game by more than 7. I don't know when the last time they've done. I know it's happened, but I don't know when the last time it's happened. I don't know. I'll go Big Ten and say Indiana.
All right. So I've said Indiana's overrated all year long, and I've looked pretty good in saying that. Yeah, right. Yeah, they're number 1.
Yeah.
They're fucking undefeated. But you know what?
Yeah.
Take the 7 points just in case. I'm calling a roll tide victory.
Okay.
But take the 7 just in case. So obviously I'm picking Alabama. And I pick them to win, but take the 7 just in case.
I got you.
All right, that is the Rose Bowl. And then in the Sugar Bowl, we have number 6, Ole Miss, number 3, Georgia. Georgia is laying 6.5. You went first last time. I'll go first this time. Indiana being 7-point favorites over Alabama, and Georgia being 6.5 points favorites over Ole Miss. In my opinion, is one of the biggest slaps in the face of Georgia, and Georgia is my pick to win it all. Give me Georgia, lay the 6.5 in a rout. I'm talking like 38-13.
Huh. You're saying Georgia in a rout?
Yeah, Georgia's going to roll them.
I was trying to look up just a second ago what happened last time when these two met during the season, and
I didn't know they played, but they might have. They're in the SEC together.
Yeah. Georgia's
they're going to roll them like a cheap cigar.
Georgia's only giving them 6.5.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll ride that train too.
All right. Is there any other bowl games of note that we should quickly pick? That are between now and January 8th?
Okay, so I did. Yes.
Right.
So December 31st, Vanderbilt versus Iowa. Now, these are not the current. Let me see if I can get them up on my phone. Shoot.
Well, just go the lines you have there.
Well, these are pretty old.
All right.
And when you gave me the lines for those games in the last podcast in 315, they were considerably different because I think a lot of the players that were holding out or not playing, that list came out, and so it changed the odds dramatically on some of those games. So I want to go.
All right, the 31st, we have Vandy's given 5.5.
Yeah. So at this point, they were given 4.5. So 5.5. What do you say?
I'm going to gamble that Vandy has had some players opt out. Give me Iowa plus 5.5.
Okay.
And then in the
I'll check that as well. Duke versus Arizona.
All right, Duke is minus 3.
Oh yeah, see that's very different. Duke was only giving them 1.5 last time.
All right, so that's doubled. I'll go along with the betting public. Give me Duke minus 3.
Okay. Me too.
Texas laying 7 in the Citrus Bowl over Michigan.
You
know what?
Yeah.
I think all the hullabaloo, Michigan getting Utah's coach, I think the boys are going to rally. I don't know if they'll win the game, but I think they can keep it within 7. Give me Michigan plus 7.
If I could remember how Texas defense and if those players were actually going to play, it went up from 4.5 when I printed this out to 7.
See, I wonder if
this is a week old.
I wonder if what's his name hadn't been fired when that number was out.
Yeah. So I'm going to stick with Texas.
All right. Then we have Michigan's new head coach, the number 15 or 16. I can't read because my eyes aren't that
He's
good.
not coaching it, though.
Right.
Yeah.
The Michigan coach that used to coach Utah. The Utes are laying 14 in the Vegas Bowl against Nebraska. I'm going to say losing their coach. I think Utah will win. I don't think they'll cover. Give me Nebraska plus the 14.
I've got Nebraska underlined as well. And that line didn't change. No, it was 14-5. Now it's 14. Okay.
Holy shit. There's still all right, let's quickly go through these so we don't.
Rice, Texas Tech.
Texas Tech is laying 14.5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know who Texas Tech is. Give me Rice.
Okay.
Navy minus 7. I'll take Navy minus 7.
Texas Tech. You've got Navy.
Yep.
And you said they're what?
7.
Oh, wow. That changed. They were plus 2.5 when I printed this out.
And they're minus 7 now.
And you've got Navy.
Yep.
All right.
Arizona's minus 2.5 against SMU. Arizona.
Okay. Mike's got Arizona. I've got SMU. What about Wake Forest, Mississippi State?
Mississippi State -3. Give me Jake's alma mater. What Wake Forest plus the 3.
Okay, so we've gone opposite on those 4.
All right, and then
I had Texas State, Cincinnati, Mississippi State, and SMU.
All right, and then the FCS championship: Illinois State, Montana State. Montana State's laying 10.5. Give me the Salukis of Illinois State. I think it's the Salukis. But give me Illinois State plus the points in the title game.
All right.
And then we have the semifinals and that, but we'll get a number on our next podcast. So,
all right.
There's our college picks, folks. I bet you Chuck is dying for wrestling now at this point after those picks. That was like episode 5 worthy.
Oh, I don't know if you remember going back to episode like.
Yeah, when we
you just said that. Yeah.
Okay,
we just went down the whole list. Eesh. We learned from that mistake.
So,
all right. Well, that's good. At 19-5, you got a little wiggle room for a couple losses in there, but
hey,
that record is scintillating.
Yeah. So now that the pressure was on me, I'm sure I'll be 1 and whatever. All right, NFL. Now, do we want to recap 17 or talk 18 and then recap 17?
Recap 17 and then move on.
All right. So, do I have to walk back my FU from 315? Question. And you know what? It all depends.
You mean the Howie Long FU or the scripting?
The scripting. The Howie Long, I don't walk back because that wasn't a dirty play.
Okay.
The scripting. Because if Pittsburgh beats Baltimore, maybe possibly there's some scripting because Pittsburgh went to Cleveland and got their dicks knocked off. Which, you know what that did? That gave Sunday Night Football a meaningful game. Pittsburgh at Baltimore, winner wins the divisions in the playoffs, and loser goes home. Now,
and Lamar Jackson might be back.
Right. Yeah. Now, if Baltimore wins, then that's a horrible, then I still stick with my non-script because why would Pittsburgh agree to, okay, yeah, we'll lose the last 2 games.
Right.
You know, so, and then.
I can't believe you're walking this back, but go ahead, keep going.
But it looks a little fishy if Pittsburgh wins because I think if you were going to buy into a script, is that a new Christmas? Yes, it is. Thanks. Thank you very much for noticing, Chuck. Dave didn't even ask, and I wasn't going to bring it up.
I knew it was.
Yeah, it's the Bear logo, good, better, best, and then on the back, for those listeners only, sorry about this because you can't see it.
Oh, yeah.
The whole message, good, better, best, never let it rest till your good gets better and your better gets best. That's the chant that Ben does after wins.
There you go.
So, thanks for noticing, Chuck. But yeah, so I'm not walking it back. I don't, but like if it were to be scripted, I think the NFL would rather have the Steelers in the playoffs than the Ravens. And if the Steelers would have won against Cleveland, then this game wouldn't have mattered.
Right.
But losing at Cleveland, now this game matters.
Yeah. And I text you a picture of that Rams Falcons game. I text you a picture of the blocked punt verse. I think his name is Verse.
Field goal.
Blocked field goal, not a punt, not a punt. Blocked field goal. Nope. Number 8, he blows through there. There's no situation that I can think of where a guy blasts through the line of scrimmage, jumps up, blocks a field goal, and the tackle and the guard still have their knuckles on the ground and have not moved. What that makes no sense to me.
The guard did. The tackle actually blocked out, which is
I have a picture of it on my phone.
That was the center and the guard.
Oh, it's the center and the guard.
Yes.
Okay, my bad then. My bad.
The guard didn't move. The tackle actually blocked out, which
typically
on kicks you block in.
Okay.
See, but now that script doesn't really make sense because the Rams were favored in that game and lost. So a Rams touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, what helps them?
It helps them, but they didn't cover, so that fix wouldn't have mattered. And the Falcons are out of it.
And I wasn't necessarily even claiming scripting, but from a standpoint of even now, scripting or not scripting, I don't care. Like those guys really, really fucked up.
But like I told you though, when the Rams kicked the field goal, their guard did the same thing. I mean, they blocked down and didn't move because the defense can't jump over you anymore. So he just blocked down, and I mean he moved more than the Falcon guy did, but he just kind of like stepped and stood there.
Gotcha.
So maybe that's the technique they're teaching.
I'm not sure, but anybody that's listening, anybody, you guys, you two that are watching, if you go back, I mean, Max found it right away on Twitter. There's a couple other places you can watch the replay of that blocked field goal. And it's dumbfounding to me. Why wouldn't you at least put hands or a body on somebody? Because clearly you don't want it blocked.
Right. The only thing I can say on that's the guard's never going to block that guy. The guard's responsibility would be to block down, and he came from the guard's left.
So it would have been the tackle on that side.
Right. But the tackle from that side blocked out.
Yeah, okay.
He got a fortuitous bounce, so because that ball, he blocked it, hit once and right into his
chest. Yep. No, that was perfect.
How's fortuitous for a podcasting word?
That's nice. We got to keep a list.
So,
all right.
What is your value in bulletin board material? Does it
timing
work?
Timing
does
and
it
context.
Work? Doesn't it work? Does it work?
Oh,
it works for some guys.
It works in some. Oh, for sure. I think in some cases, sure.
And then why I ask that is because I think Ben Johnson says he's playing to win.
Right.
In week 18.
Okay.
So the reason that would be bulletin board material, let's say he goes balls out, hammers the Lions 90-0.
Right.
That's not what I think is going to happen, but so now the Packers are like, oh, all right. We see. You wanted to fucking play us instead of the team, whether it's the Niners, Seahawks, or Rams from the West. All right. Congratulations on your victory against the Lions. You want to play us? Here we come.
Yeah.
If Ben Johnson doesn't play anybody, loses to the Lions 28-3, now he's the 3 seed and will face Niners, Seahawks, or Rams. Now those teams are like, oh, all right. So you didn't want to play the Packers, your arch rival.
Right.
You'd have rather played us.
Right.
Because you rested your players. Because you could have won the game and avoided us.
Right.
So Ben's kind of in a tough spot. And it's a real tough spot for me because I want the Bears to win a home playoff game. Now, even with the loss to the Lions, they're going to be 11-6. I don't care what anybody says. And the happiest thing when we text after the game Sunday was what you said to me about how I've handled the Bears this year. I was pretty proud of myself for that.
Absolutely.
So, and I can't, anyway, Dave basically said, you've been pretty even keel about the Bears. And the reason I'm even keel is because anybody who says they thought the Bears were going to be 11-6 and host a playoff game,
right,
you're a fucking liar.
Yeah.
I'm a diehard Bear fan, probably give or take 50 years. And anybody who says they were going to win the division, finish 11-6, possibly 12-5, and go to the playoffs, host a playoff game, you're nuts. That's bullshit.
Yeah, right.
You're just, I don't believe it. So that's why I'm like, okay. And I take more from the loss to the Packers in Green Bay when Williams just missed Komet for the touchdown that would have put them down by 1.
Right.
They would have either tied or went for 2. And then last 2 nights ago against the Niners, defensively, we have some issues to correct, but the way the fucking Bears offense responded time after time after time, like I told you in text, I just wish they would have fucking ran the ball with 4 seconds left. You only have one play left. Fucking just shook. You know what?
Spread everybody out.
Spread everybody out. Williams can either RPO it, quarterback draw, or let Monungai just plow through the middle and say, we're better than you, man on man. I'm trusting my offensive line. But Williams missed an open receiver, but it's easy to see the open receiver from like the third level from a fan, from fan footage on Twitter.
You got a few 6'8" guys in front of you.
And he's running around. He gave it a valiant effort. And I take more from this loss and the Packers loss in Lambeau than some of the wins they've had. And it pains me to possibly lose to the Lions 2 times in 1 year, but we're going to the playoffs. They're not. So
yeah. Ha 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 ha.
And I just, one home playoff game win and this season would be far and away, way above anybody's expectations. And I don't care what they say.
Right.
And now if we can get some defensive line help and maybe an upgrade on one of the linebackers, I think I'll stand on my soapbox and say the hiring of Ben Johnson was the best hire in recent memory.
Yeah, agreed. Ravens and Green. Well, never mind. We'll get to that here in a second.
All right.
Picks. Week 17 picks.
Yes. So I was 2-0. I ran it back, and the Saints and the Texans didn't let me down. Ran it back, was 2-0 to get to a year-to-date 12-21-1, which is absolutely pathetic, I admit. And you were 0-2, fell a half game behind me at 11-21-2 going into week 18.
Now, I felt bad on the onset with the Ravens Green Bay pick because Mike is out. Love, I don't know. We talked about that, I thought, and that was, we thought maybe on episode 315 that would be a game time decision. Yes. And I had to pick it on that podcast. So,
and then the Lions lost Christmas Day and they announced him out.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I felt like it was a really, really horrible pick. But then you go and you look at the stats. So Willis, he goes in for Love, throws for 288 yards.
Yes.
And they still lose. McKinney, he had 13 tackles versus the top tackler on the Ravens. Wiggins had 7, right? Watson had 113 yards of receiving yards for Green Bay, as opposed to the top receiver, Flowers for the Ravens, had 30 yards. Right. So you look at this and you go, how in the hell did Green Bay get drubbed?
King Henry, 220 yards and 4 tutties.
Plowed through everybody. He brought out the stiff arm and just took the whole team on his back, and 41-24, and the stats don't tell the story.
No. And
so I lost that game, and then the Rams game we were just talking about, and it was, how often does Stafford throw that many interceptions?
Right. Yeah, 3. So
yeah.
Did he lose his MVP last night?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it gets, at least it makes it a lot closer with May and Purdy.
Well,
although Purdy may have missed too many games to be considered for MVP.
Now this shows a little bit of my ignorance. I can't remember when they choose that. It's after the Super Bowl, yeah?
No, it's after the regular season.
After the regular season.
Yeah. Yeah,
he lost it.
All right. So, and I think Purdy has done wonders, and especially considering he's the last pick, Mr. Irrelevant.
Is Drake May still?
Yeah, so that it's still in the May, Purdy, or Stafford,
right?
And now it was against the Jets, but he still dropped 5 touchdowns on the Jets. So,
right, and then who do the Patriots have on? Let me see. Week 18.
Buffalo plays the Jets. The Patriots must play the Dolphins.
Yeah, because I think, yep, they do.
All right. Because everything's in division on week 18.
Right. Yes.
So,
yep.
All right. Your host. So who are you picking first for week 18?
Browns are in Cincinnati. Cincinnati's only getting 7.5. I wish I would have picked that game last week. I had it on my card as a possibility.
Giving 7.5.
Yes, sorry. I had that on my card last week against the Cardinals, and Cincinnati absolutely obliterated them. So I'll pick them this week since I missed it last week. Bengals minus 7.5.
All right. Short week, letdown game. Falcons are on a little bit of a roll, but like I say, short week. They beat the Rams. They're going to be flat. I'm going to go 3 straight weeks. I'm going to take the Saints at at Atlanta. Saints are getting 3.5. I think it's going to be a close, high-scoring game. And I think the Saints are actually going to win, but I'll take the Saints plus 3.5.
I looked at that as well. Yeah. However, I'm going to look at a lot of these games didn't make sense. Some of them look like, what do you call them? The picker's mistake or the
line maker's mistake. A lot of the
so you got the Commanders at Philadelphia, and Philadelphia is only giving them 7 points.
They probably don't know who Philadelphia going to go, because Philadelphia is either the 2 or the 3 seed. If the Bears win, they're the 3, so they don't really control their own destiny, and at worst, they're the 3. So
you think they're going to not play players
or take them out early? Like if they look at the score and it's 14-0 Bears.
Okay. Yeah.
But the Bears could do the same thing if it's
Well, it's Jets at the Bills. Same deal. So the Jets are in Buffalo, and Buffalo's only giving the Jets 7.
Well,
same deal.
It's got to be the same deal. And if Josh Allen plays, the Bills are stupid. He's banged up as it is. They have really nowhere to go.
Okay. So they probably there's a chance they won't play him.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, at this point, again, my ignorance is coming into play because Titans are at Jacksonville.
Yes.
And I'm thinking the Jags are going to destroy them, but again, the Jags
Jags
are in a position.
The Jags have something to play for because they need a win or a Texan loss to win their division. And they have like a 5% chance to actually be the number 1 seed. So, which would be, I think they have to have New England lose, which isn't going to happen.
Okay.
And win, and they'll actually be the number 1 seed and get the bye. So the Jags, that spread is so high because the Jags Jags are going to be outloaded for Bears.
They got some skin in the game to do something. And the last one I'm trying to decide on, Cardinals at the Rams minus 7.5. That again is another head scratcher, but that would tell me that the Rams are they're an automatic by losing that game. They're either a 6 or 7 seed.
They're not the 7. They're a 5 or a 6.
5 or 6.
And I think they'll know that going into the game because if Seattle wins, the Rams can be a 5.
Mm-hmm.
If San Francisco wins, the Rams are the 6. Now, McVay says he's playing his players.
Okay.
Take that with a grain of salt because I think if San Francisco beats Seattle, which is the best game on the Week 18 docket.
Yeah.
But if San Francisco beats Seattle.
I don't want to pick the Rams again because the Rams just lost a game they shouldn't have lost.
Right. But
it's the Cardinals.
McVay says he's going to play everybody. But if San Francisco beats Seattle and the Rams are locked into the 6th seed, I don't know why you would play them more than a quarter. But I'm not saying they can't because Arizona's a bad football team.
Right. I gotta go the Jets versus at the Bills. They gotta beat them by more than 7. The Jets are not a good team.
They're not.
All right, your second one.
Buffalo minus 7.
Buffalo minus 7. Even if Josh Allen doesn't play.
All right. I'm going in a game in typical Cowboy fashion. You'll see, man, where was this all year? Man, what might have been? Man, where was this all year? Dallas at the New York Giants. I think it's in New York. it doesn't matter where it's at. But Dallas
They
is
play in New Jersey.
New Jersey. So Dallas is laying 3.5. I look for Dallas to roll the Giants, Dak to put up big numbers. We're talking like 35-17. And then all the fans say, oh, damn it. Where was this all year?
Yeah.
This is how we should have played all year. Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Give me the Cowboys minus 3.5. Anything else, David?
No, I just know that down the stretch in the last 3 years, you've picked some really good games. And you proved it this last week. Now that we're getting towards the playoffs, you did this same shit last year to me. I had a 5-game lead on you, and you
ended up
damn
winning
near
by 1. Now I've taken a half-game lead. So not like I say the pressure's on. I typically wilt under the pressure.
I don't think so. I really like your picks, and I looked at those, but just I don't know. I probably picked the Browns Bengals one. I feel really good about. The Jets one was probably stupid.
Yeah, you never know though. All right. I am going to go. I thought this had good IPA flavor. You know what you're drinking. You get what you paid for. You see it on the script. 3.5. Nothing great. Very solid.
3.80.
All right.
For the same reasons as I finish. Pomar.
Oh yeah.
I think that's Portuguese for something.
Sure. Let's go beer. What are our friends that on tap say?
Sorry, my
That's
bad.
all right.
Here we go. And Icy Bay from Alaskan Brewing Company. Holy shit. 79.2 thousand check-ins.
Which is 78,000 more from a beer from the same company.
And it came in at 3.57.
All right. I was a little closer in that one.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
Okay. Whoop.
Good. Lucky you finished today, Dave.
Cat-like reflexes.
Thank you. I take it this was a variety pack?
It was.
I have for 317, I have a holiday, I think it's short. Variety pack.
Yeah. So for the viewers and listeners, every once in a while, I mean, I like to go to Opperman's, to find the stuff that you really can't find at, your local grocery store or the corner market or whatever. But going into Meijer every once in a while, you find a good variety pack because not everybody goes to Opperman's, not everybody. And so, it's good to get the regular stuff, or at least the stuff that's marketed, to your everyday shopper, as opposed to the beer snobs that we've become.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
All right. Molson, eh? Good story behind this glass.
Yes, that was at the Smash Room, wasn't it?
Yeah, we went to a Smash Room, and this is sitting up on the counter. We're like, hey, that's a pretty good glass. Do we have to smash it? Can we take it home? They're like, yeah, whatever, dude. You paid for it. So instead of smashing it, I'm drinking out of it. Uh-oh.
Settle down. God dang it.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
There.
Crisis averted.
I got a little on my pants.
That's what he said.
Oh, can I
So Excursion. This is a West Coast style IPA, 6.5% and NA IBUs.
All right.
So being a West Coast style, we can expect a little more bite to it, I would think.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hmm. Hmm.
Very good flavor.
Mm-hmm. Not I'm not getting the almost bitter beer face I was expecting.
No,
Mm-mm.
not at all. Actually, it's less bitter than the Icy Bay. So,
Yes, sir.
can I rewind back to segment 1 and what we've watched?
Yes. I'm going to do a little bit of that myself.
And we'll also behind on the ad reads too, I think.
Oh, shit.
But I'm a little light on material segment 3 anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem. On ESPN Plus,
Yeah.
30 for 30, booyah.
Oh. Yeah.
Double thumbs up. Typical ESPN 30 for 30 fashion. Excellently.
Sure.
Very well done.
There you go.
It's very interesting because a lot of it is Stuart Scott's home movies. And then they just, family must have shared it with him, blah, blah, blah. And
yeah, make it well up.
Oh, this was waterworks. This wasn't a Christmas vacation while he's watching videos, tear in the eye. This was
Oh yeah.
And they mentioned a lot of his catchphrases, but they must not have wanted to get involved with our LLC because they did not mention the you don't got to go home, but you got to get the heck up out of here. They did not mention that. Cool as the other side of the pillow. Obviously, booyah, that's the name of the show, and a couple other ones, but they did not mention our clothes.
Wow.
So, which is actually his clothes, but I credit him.
Right. You do credit him. All right. Player pass, Mike.
All right.
Bring on the gratuitous violence and swearing. Player pass.
Well, let's play.
All right. Directed, written, produced, and edited by James Cameron. Avatar: Fire and Ash was the #1 film at the box office, both domestically, grossing $89 million, and internationally, grossing $258.1 million over the last week.
Not a bad week.
No, not a bad week at all. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Including the opening of Avatar: Fire and Ash, the 3 films in the Avatar franchise have now grossed how much?
You said that was 158 million?
Well, it's 330 some million domestically, worldwide.
All right.
For this one.
So 330.
And remember, the other ones have had some time to make money in the process.
I'll say 2.1 billion.
$5.6 billion.
And I haven't seen it. Not a penny from me.
That's a lot. 5 point. So obviously James Cameron is doing very well, and so is Disney because they own publishing rights.
Yes.
Now, here's the other thing. I know you're not a sci-fi guy, but what do you think the movie holds as far as Rotten Tomatoes? Verified moviegoer score.
The moviegoers or the critics?
The movie holds a blank % Rotten Tomatoes verified moviegoer score.
Verified moviegoer. So that's the fans.
It's a percentage.
Right. But the fans and the critics are usually different ratings.
Okay, well,
I'll say the fans give it at 92.
91. Excellent. Now there's a score out of 5, the post-track score. How much do you think that is? It's a something point something out of 5. Keep going with your
4.4.
4.5. Good.
Oh, look at that.
Yep. And an A on Cinema Score, whatever. I've never heard of Cinema Score, but whatever. So supposedly a lot of people love this 3-hour movie. Now I'm telling you, as a 55-year-old, the 3 hours and 17 minutes, even though I like the movie, I like where it's going, but even Max had a comment out of this movie. He said, well, it's really similar to the second one. And I said, well, think about the wars that have happened on this planet since time, well, even let's even start World War One, the wars that have taken place. They're kind of similar.
Right.
Weapons used, air.
Is Avatar on Earth, or where's this?
No,
at?
it's not. Pandora.
Okay.
There's Pandora.
All right. Should have known.
So in any event, so it's doing very well. It's living up to its hype. Next one, player pass, Mike.
Right.
Line up, ladies. There's plenty to go around. Player pass. This was actually part of your homework, which you may or may not have.
Play.
Okay.
I think I did that one, unless there was one I missed.
So, Pavel Durov.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Pavel Durov, a Russian billionaire who already supposedly has 100 kids or more, is offering to pay for women to get the IVF procedure so he can father even more kids. He's donating apparently a lot of sperm. He's super busy at the bank.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But the issue is people are like scratching their head. You've got 100 kids. You want hundreds more, apparently. You're a billionaire.
Are his 100 kids all donated to, or does he legit have?
He's got a few that are legit the old-fashioned way. Some are donated.
All right.
Yep. Most of those 100 are donated.
See, I have an issue with that, in that I don't count. He's enabled others to have a family. Donating your sperm doesn't make you a father, in my opinion. Now, biologically, you could get into semantics and say, well, he's really the father. No, he's not. He donated sperm so somebody else could have a family.
Okay.
I
that's
don't
fair.
So, he donates sperm, and Jane Doe and John Doe accept his sperm because she's infertile or he's impotent or whatever the case may be. Hopefully my terminology was right there.
Yeah.
And now she becomes pregnant because of this Russian billionaire's sperm.
Yeah.
He allowed them to have a family. He's not that baby's father.
Okay.
In my eyes.
Sure.
I guess letter of the law, biologically, he is.
Right.
I don't see it that way.
Okay. So that's fair. Here's where a lot of people, articles, a couple of YouTube videos I watched, this is where they kind of raise an eyebrow. He said any of the children that come from his sperm are going to have, when the time comes, a share of his wealth.
Yes, I have, Chuck, but and no family started that way, though.
So
there was money to be made at that you're saying. Damn it.
So according to he's not their father if the kids are not being raised by him.
Right.
But if the money comes, they're gonna be like, Daddy.
I don't even understand why he would make that offer.
To get people to do it? I don't know.
Why though? What's in it for him?
Maybe he wants to be remembered forever, just to be this guy that has an actual, like, a percentage, maybe more than 1% of the kids on the planet, or at one point. I don't know.
I guess it seems like there'd be other things you could do.
There's also a problem with that, because let's say he goes and right now there's approximately about 330 million people on the planet, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say in the next 10 years, he has 10 million offspring. I don't think that's logistically, and I don't think numeric. I don't think from a statistics standpoint or logistically that's possible. But like at some point, the genetic you're getting the genetic pool to a point where it's like, well, hey, hey, cuz, you're cute, but sorry, we can't get together.
Right, but see, in my eyes, that doesn't even make you. So, all right.
I'm just saying.
I would like to see the what's that tree called? That you get your ancestry.com.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So Jane and John Doe get this Russian billionaire sperm and have a kid.
Yeah.
We'll call him Timmy Doe.
Okay.
Mr. and Mrs. X get billionaires sperm and have little X.
Right.
Timmy Doe and little X is a girl, meet on the street, get together, fall in love, and have a kid. I don't consider those two related. I get now. Technically, are they? Are they brother sister?
Genetically,
they're brother and sister. I don't see any problem with those two getting together because it was a sperm donated to two parents. Two parents produced enough. Those two are not related in my. Well, now Ancestry.com would probably say, hey, you're married to your sister.
They would.
So
genetically. Yeah.
I don't think you could. Now that wouldn't be twisted as if, like a real, hey, brother and sister, hey, sis, let's get it home.
Yeah. Right. I got you. Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. So if enough people took his sperm, that could possibly, in the same area, that could possibly like, hey, wait a second, we took his sperm. These two are related.
Right.
But
yeah, they might have a little issues genetically
down
the line.
Now that I let me back, beep, beep, beep. Let me back that up a little bit because it would be the case because like, okay, well,
he got the same.
I get
got
it,
the same dad.
Yeah, let me
genetically,
but it wouldn't be like
you wouldn't fault
sick.
Them. You wouldn't fault them because they have no idea.
Right there, you go. That's what I'm looking.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for summing that up for me.
Unless they're sitting, they're at a restaurant, they're talking about, oh well, yeah, I was a pseudo, IVF baby or test tube baby or whatever, but well, so was I. Do you know your donated father? Well, yeah.
You're gonna be like, shit.
Yeah, it's Pavel. What?
Right.
Shit. Dinner over. We're going Dutch. All right. That's it. That's it for player pass.
All right.
Moving on.
I actually forgot all about this segment.
Here we go. Now, ready?
Yeah.
Now from the followers and listeners that commented on Facebook for episode 315.
When you chose 48, which is an animated fucking I'm swimming. Fuck you, Nemo.
Right. That's the one. So number 66 was chosen the second most, and I couldn't let that go. I've got to get this one out there. Right?
Yep.
Number 66.
And no pressure because I only need a few more to get to my 30% that I said I would get at the start of this contest.
Right. And right now you're 27 and 21 and 1. All right.
Yep.
A little above 500. Are you ready?
Yes.
Take your stinking paws off me. You
Planet of the Apes, Charlton Heston.
There you go. Yep. What year?
Okay, that was on the HBO Max series that we've been watching, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s.
Just
1972.
68.
God damn it, it was in the 60s. I knew I had seen that because that was part of the thing where the television started to change. All right.
Got it. Yeah. I knew that was going to.
And actually, it's funny that it's really fucking funny. No, and I can't prove this to anybody or substantiate it. You'll just have to take me word. You'll have to take me word for it, you little leprechaun.
You have to take me word for it.
So you'll have to take my word for it. But as I'm watching the 60s and that comes on, and I'm like thinking to myself, if a line from this movie is on the stump mic, it's got to be keep your filthy paws off me, you damn dirty ape.
Yep.
As Charlton Heston's in the cage and the ape touches him. And that was one of the movies that on the, so psychic.
So who was one of the other apes played by? Do you remember his name?
No,
Okay,
not at all.
Roddy McDowell. McDowell.
He wasn't an ape, was he?
Oh yeah, it was.
Roddy McDowell was an ape.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Roddy.
He was the one that was helping Charlton Heston. Yeah.
Like I told you, I fucking hated those movies, but I did remember that. I did see that movie almost against my will.
And
I do that. That is a memorable line. So I'm 28, 21, and 1.
And nobody remembers Kim Hunter necessarily as an actress, but she looked pretty good in the loincloth.
Okay. Yeah, that I remember. Yeah. Especially All
right. What you got for me?
You need to hit that music?
This one?
Yep.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck
And yes, that's probably shorter than what you played on that,
Maybe.
or the copyright.
Maybe.
You know what? Other than to myself of not having any self-control whatsoever and being a fucking idiot, it's just to get to that point is
to get to the point where you have dog shit on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just it's not even really a joke. It's
yeah.
You know, that's like there's so many times like Team X is playing Team Y on Sunday at 4:25. Oh, this would be a good game. And I look in the fridge and it's like, that was episode 311. That was a pretty good beer. I should have that one. And then I said, you know what? I'm not even going to have it, because after that first one, it would be like, all right, well, I'm going to have there's 2 of them there, so I might as well drink both. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, well, those are pretty good. So, oh shit, there's 4 more in the fridge. All right. And then, oh, well, I still got that case of Miller Lite from that work gave me for Christmas. Yeah. So fuck, I might as well dip into that. And now one beer turned into 19.
Yeah.
It's pathetic. It's actually pathetic. Yeah. So I apologize to Liz and Nick, who had to witness it. I did clean off the phone though. And, I used 2 sanitary wipes.
Yeah.
It was right here, right here. And it was just like,
yeah. Thanks, Chuck. Yeah. His name, Roddy McDowell, played Cornelius.
And Cornelius was an ape.
Yes.
All right. I did not, I'm sure I knew it, but he didn't. Did he look not ape-like?
No, he did. Oh, he was thinner. He was
like I said, I fucking hated that show.
Okay,
but I'll take the win.
All right, you got it. Mine. So, having people here, staying here. We had all of our kids. I really enjoyed, having a lot of people in the house for the holiday, Christmas Eve, Christmas. Enjoyed brother-in-law, sister-in-law, my niece. All 3 kids were here, but you had to get out. I bought a new blow-up mattress because we needed some extra space, right? So got a good deal. The mattress was awesome, but I opened up the mattress. It was a queen-size mattress, had one of those motors in it, had the motor and the fan in it where you plug it in, turn it on, it blows up. It comes in the box, and it comes with a bag that you can put it in after you're done with it. How in the hell do they fold these things up and get it into that box? And then B, the bag that they give you is bigger than the box it came in, and I still can't fold it up to get it into the damn bag. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. I even turned the motor on reverse and sucked all the air out of it I could. Folded it 9 different ways, and it wouldn't fit in the damn bag. Now, I'm a moderately educated person. You got a college degree, so I have a college.
You're higher than moderately educated.
Yeah, I have got a master's degree, but
well, you don't have to fucking brag. I only have a bachelor's.
But that's
degree.
Booksmart, and Booksmart only gets you so far. I understand that.
True, very true. Good point.
I understand. Booksmart gets you only so far.
No, but like, was folding the mattress really street smart?
Like, all right, touche. And even the I bought a 13 by 10 foot blow up Christmas ornament or yard decoration for the Thomas Township Winter Wonderland. And that thing came in a box. I could not believe it came to my front door. I'm like, well, shit, the fan or the motor that blows this thing up has got to be coming in a separate box. Nope. It was in the same box. How this thing gets put back in the same box or in the bag it came with is beyond me. I don't understand it. So I fuck you to those companies that give me better directions or a bigger bag or a bigger box or something like that. Now, along those same lines, the variety pack that this stuff came in today, I didn't want to put a 12 pack in a plastic bag and carry it out that way. I had other groceries.
Oh, you would never put a 12 pack of pop or beer into a plastic bag.
No. So I put it into a paper bag.
Why wouldn't you just leave it out?
Because I don't know why. Because I wanted to carry it, but I didn't want to. All right. I'll admit it.
Yeah, that's weak to put a 12 pack into a bag.
I'll admit
it comes with a handle.
So in our community mire, I don't know. I still have this thing. I can't help it. I just don't want to be seen carrying booze or liquor or beer out of the store. I know it's stupid.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
Yeah, very stupid.
I get it. I'm over 21 years old. I understand. But the point is the plastic bags now, and even the paper bag. I used to be able to, even with a 12 pack, if you crinkled it up enough and you rolled it up and you could, like, as long as you didn't pick it up real fast, you can pick it up and carry. This was like in what's the really thin paper you can you do, like the
paper mache?
Yeah, well, no, not even paper mache.
Crepe paper.
Crepe paper. You know what I mean? I touched it and even it ripped right down the side. It's like plastic bags now. Even, this plastic bag comes from a company that starts with G. I mean, every plastic bag over the holidays, and yes, we filled the kitchen, the I don't know how many quarts or gallons, a kitchen garbage
15
plastic 15 or whatever. Go up and you go to pick it up and the damn thing rips right around where the ties are. I get the environmental thing, but why are you selling me something that I can't use and it's going to tear? So somebody's got to figure something out.
Starts with a G. Is it Glad?
Yeah. They're not we just lost a sponsor.
Yeah, fuck them. If they're not worthy, we don't need them. We only represent quality product. Only a 40-ounce bottle should go in a paper bag, only so you can drive with it. Touche.
Yes, sir.
But never a 12-pack because it comes with a handle.
I know. I'm not proud. I mean, I am for the original thought behind it, but you know what? I'm over 21. I should be able to walk out of store with a 12-pack of beer.
Yes. Well, yes, you should be.
Yeah. So,
when you got to get worried is like stumble in drunk.
If I
have a 12-pack coming out and you open it and pop one and start drinking it as you walk out, and they say, like, geez, Mr. Dawson seems out of
I'm thinking like 5 or 6 fifths, like this, walking out, that would probably be.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Either or, I'm going to try to think up one on the fly. Oh, you know what? Next one to die.
Okay.
Now.
Oh, God.
Please do not send our NOTD correspondent, Jake D, hate mail, hate text, threatening messages. He's doing his due diligence. He really, truly is. He's sending me names. He's giving me options. The famous people just didn't want to die during the holidays. And the only one of note, but the next one to die is 3.
Yeah.
So there's got to be 3 worthy candidates. JFK's granddaughter passed away after a bout with cancer at a somewhat young age.
Yeah.
But she's only one person. She's not 3.
Right.
So Jake, keep doing your job. I wanted to keep the segment alive.
Thank you, sir.
Pun intended. And no hate mail to Jake. It's not Jake's fault. We don't expect Jake to go out and kill these people. He just reports the information. And he's reporting information, but they've got to be worthy people that is like, he sent one, I think it was Different Strokes, who was in a wheelchair. She passed away at 57. I didn't know there was a character in Different Strokes in a wheelchair.
Well, was she in the wheelchair during the episode?
I don't know.
That's a man.
I don't know. I didn't recognize it. So Jake is doing his due diligence. So
since Different Strokes has been on the air, so maybe she ended up in a wheelchair.
But she looked like she had been handicapped in the picture. So I'm thinking she was a lifetime handicapped person. So Jake, keep doing what you're doing. We appreciate your hard work. There is no next one to die because you got to be worthy. Okay. I can't just name names because Tim Dalinka passed away at 59.
Yeah, that would be,
and he was an extra in the movie.
Yeah, that was
Saving Private Ryan.
Right, but that would be like WNEM, the obituary section. Yeah,
so,
I understand.
But Jake, we love you. Keep up the good work, and please, millions and millions of listeners that love the segment of Next One to Die, do not send Jake hate mail. He is doing his due diligence.
Yes, agreed.
All right, either or, real quick. Even a blind squirrel, or
are you making this up as you go along? Okay.
The bigger surprise. Even a blind squirrel, or the bigger surprise.
That's, for coming up with that on the fly, you did make it.
I'm fucking highly trained professional, and we still haven't done an ad read.
Shit.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Do a couple of quick abbreviated reads.
Yes.
Fuck that terminology up, and then we'll rate the beer.
Okay.
Even a blind squirrel, or what did I say?
I can't remember. Let's go with even a blind squirrel.
No, wait, what was it?
Oh.
Chuck, are you still? What did I say? Even a blind squirrel, or I got too busy bragging about how I came up with it. Even a blind squirrel, or I refuse to go on because it's embarrassing that I came up with it like a professional and then fucking forgot it like an.
And the highest ABV on our beers is 6.5, and you did not pre-pod.
And then I forgot it like an Alzheimer patient. Even a blind squirrel, or
we both forgot it.
And I'm waiting for Chuck to get on there. There's 30 people on here now. Even a blind squirrel. This is bad radio. I get it, but I don't care. I don't care. We're gonna cure Alzheimer's here. Too much to text. Damn it. Even a blind squirrel, or this is fucking embarrassing.
Too much. Anybody. The three people that are on here. Somebody. No, it wasn't that long. Even a blind squirrel, and then
or
not enough to care. No, not enough to care. Not enough to.
Even a blind squirrel, or
I don't know. We're gonna have to go with the blind squirrel if we can't get any help from our viewers.
Even a blind squirrel, or
think of the context of the second one. Just focus on that. Hello. The bigger surprise.
Oh, thank you. That was too much to text. Jesus Christ, too much to text was longer than the bigger surprise. Come on, Chuck, get it with it. All right, even a blind squirrel, or the bigger surprise.
The bigger surprise.
Thanks, Jen.
The bigger surprise.
Well, yeah, we went through all that fucking work.
We're going to do that. Absolutely.
So,
yeah.
Let's rewind back to our pre-NFL episode. if I would have told you the Jaguars and the Bears will be division winners, Jaguars are not, knock on wood, I'm not jinxing Knicks' team. They could, if they beat the Titans, they'll be division winners. And the Bears already are division winners. The Bears and Jaguars will be division winners.
Yeah. Which is the bigger surprise?
No.
Oh.
I told you that. They both were going to be division winners.
Right.
Or I told you, I didn't say, though I didn't say that. I told you neither the Kansas City Chiefs nor the Detroit Lions will make the playoffs. Actually, if I told you both of those,
I understand.
Of the
I
two,
understand.
Of the
Sure,
two, what would you say is the bigger surprise?
God, what a great question. That's a stumper because they're well, I'm going to say the Jags and the Bears.
Oh, really?
Because eventually dynasties end. You know, and the Lions are not a dynasty, but the Chiefs kind of
But there's no way the Lions should have missed the playoffs this year.
No, there's no way.
And the NFL's designed for a team to be shit 1 year, playoff.
I will tell you though,
I personally think the Chiefs and the Lions not making the playoffs is the bigger surprise.
Probably 2 weeks ago, though. 2 weeks ago, I'm like, you know what? I just don't, because of the pattern, because of the people that are out, because of the way things are going. I'm like, the Chiefs and the Lions aren't making the playoffs.
Well, 2 weeks ago, no shit. That wouldn't be a surprise at all.
But I'm just saying, like, but
I'm saying
even
preseason
still,
on our episode. If
Yeah.
I would have came out here before the episode we recorded
that's
on
a stumper. That's a stumper question. It's really hard to say.
We
If this
recorded
was-
on Thursdays typically, which that would have been the very first day of the NFL season.
Right.
And on that episode, had I say, Dave, I got news for you, pal. The Bears and the Jaguars will win their division, and the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions will not make the playoffs. Which pair doesn't make any sense to you? At that time, I think you would have said the bigger surprise. They both would have been big surprises at that time. But there was not a person on the planet that didn't think the Chiefs or the Lions were going to make the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean, winning your division is a little harder than just making the playoffs. Is that fair?
Well, there's 4 division winners, 3 wild card teams. So,
But winning your division, being the winner, I think
that's Apple. That's
really because there's 7 spots in the playoffs. Yeah,
and 4 are division winners.
Oh, true.
And only 3 non-division winners. So there's more division winners than non-division winners in the playoffs.
Yeah, true.
It's 8-6. So,
I mean, I that's too.
Yeah,
hard
they both would have been very big surprises.
It's a great question because it's a conundrum.
But the Chiefs and the Lions not making the playoffs is mind-boggling.
Right. I would agree.
So,
yeah.
Anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great question.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Well thought out.
All right. And without further ado, we rate this last tasting. I might have been a little far away from the mic in the last few minutes, but
that's fine. I got it up.
One last question before we rate this. What time does the pajama New Year's Eve party
I think it's 6:30 because Shelly's having a taco bar. So if you want dinner,
okay,
if you want a meal,
it's going to be pretty awkward because my pajamas is the banana hammock.
Bring it.
So
we won't judge. Yeah.
We won't judge, but we'll swing.
So 3.82. Geez. This is difficult. I'm gonna cop out. And I'm gonna go 3.80 because I enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed the last one. I probably would have rated this higher had it had a little more West Coast bite, but it was not as harsh.
And actually, it was my favorite of the night, so
Okay.
I went 4.01.
Nice.
I think this is the one I would drink. Who's kidding? Who I'd drink them all over and over again. But this is the one. If you had infinite numbers of all of them, I'm going to excursion my way to oblivion.
All right. So the excursion. Oh, by the way, this is where's limited release.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Limited release on the excursion. 1,000 check-ins.
That probably explains the lowest check-ins.
Yep. 3.70.
All right, so the highest on tap rating too.
Yeah.
So the on tap crowd is right along with me.
Right.
So, but anything else, Dave?
I do not.
We apologize for the delay. Hopefully we get those 325 viewers back
Right.
that were in the waiting room at 7:30 to 7:37 and dropped out at 7:38 when we finally went live. We apologize for our tardiness, but until then, as I look down the bottom of my glass, I can see I'm out of beer. And as the late, great Stuart Scott would say, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the heck up out of here.